I know I've seen this situation before or since where someone is a character in a story.
Yeah.
The story is interrupted by the person the story is actually about.
Yeah, there should be a word for that.
I know where I have seen it in The Last Temptation of Christ, where Jesus confronts, I think it's Paul, after he supposedly died, and says, "I'm actually not dead." But
I don't remember that.
But that's not in the Bible, folks. That's in the blasphemous movie.
That's in Scorsese, right?
Yeah.
It looks as though Munchausen has interfered with Munchausen's show.
Yes, this is not true. This is not the way my life went, and I'm here to put you all right.
He's a bit like a sort of a ghost or a blast from the past, isn't he? So
the thing about Munchausen, there actually is a real Baron Munchausen.
Sure. Yeah,
and he was a big teller of tall tales.
A self-aggrandizer.
Many of which were about his own adventures in the war between the Russians and the Turks.
Beautiful ladies.
Yes, I think he says that a few times.
He does indeed. Oh, and someone knows how to respond appropriately.
And there's a recurring theme of underwear as well.
Sorry?
There is a recurring theme of underwear.
Oh, is it? Okay. Is that Eric Idle?
We'll get to that.
Is that Eric Idle?
That is Eric Idle, yes.
He's not bad, as far as the pythons go. He's a pretty good guy. Is it pythons or pythons?
He sometimes looks a bit tired in his later work.
What, is his heart's not in his work or something?
Or? I don't know. He was in the Olympics ceremony recently.
Okay. I didn't see those.
Well, they had to wheel him out. Everyone had to do their archetypal thing. He had to do always look on the bright side of life.
So back in Brazil, what was this...
For the whole planet, pretty much.
Back in Brazil, what was this bureaucrat... what was the name of the character in Brazil?
Oh, it was Tuttle, wasn't it? There was Tuttle and
right.
Buttle. There was that whole thing. The story began with a confusion between the alleged terrorist Buttle and...
I'm just going to call it Tuttle.
I've forgotten which is which now. Tuttle or Buttle.
I think
one was Robert De Niro.
I think they're co-denoting terms.
Right.
Oh no, they're not, because Robert De Niro was one of them, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was Tuttle. Whatever.
He's an ass. Only I can end this war. Okay, well, it seems that Munchausen is admitting to being the...
Yes, we're afraid this would happen. We would have to actually stop talking and actually reconnect with the plot at some point.
We're following the plot. Aren't you following the plot?
Well, we've got the basic idea that Munchausen is telling them they've all got his story wrong, but I'm not sure what his beef with the bureaucracy is here. Possibly that he...
I don't know if he has a beef with them.
He's going to win the war for them.
I think he just wants to clarify the situation generally. Okay, so... Oh, watch out. Oh, I see.
So the show must go on, and they're being thrown to the Turks. So they're forced to do all this.
Is this an anti-socialist film? Do you think that the bureaucrat here is representative of some sort of revolutionary socialism? I mean, is it possible for him not to represent revolutionary socialism in some respect? I mean, his cant about unexceptional human beings being the model. Doesn't that sound a little socialist to you?
Well, it's a general rant against bureaucracy, which,
but what type of bureaucracy
what wings you're wearing yourself, you could...
I mean, surely he's a fascist. I mean, surely a fascist would have not had Sting executed. I mean, a fascist bureaucrat would have pinned a medal on him and milked him for public relation value.
Okay.
I
have to agree that Munchausen would not have fitted well into the post-revolutionary Russia.
No,
he was actually involved in the pre-revolutionary Russia.
Okay.
He was fighting the Turks with the Russians.
I didn't know that. Okay,
that's the real Munchausen. I don't know if we're supposed to be in Russia now. I don't think they even told us particularly.
I should have gone on Wikipedia and looked him up before I watched this film. But this is nice, actually. Look, Munchausen is actually...
he's putting it right.
What is he doing? He's kind of conscripting. He's conscripting the players to present his story, and they're playing along.
Yes. Well, I wonder if actually he's a bit like Mr. Magoo, and
Hold on. Here's the transition. Ooh. Now we have a diegetic, non-diegetic shift here.
Yes. Exactly what I was going to sort of get at.
Do you remember what diegetic means? I can't remember.
Vaguely. It's obviously it's between fiction and reality, or related to that.
I was
wondering if Munchausen himself was actually confused about whether he was in a play then or not.
Hey, he's young.
His age changes, actually.
Yes.
I'm not sure that we actually moved around in time or not here.
Not bad. Is this... what was the type of wine that got the guy buried in the Edgar Allan Poe film?
Oh, I don't know.
The cask of what? The cask of Amontillado?
I can't answer that one.
Tokay. So Tokay and Amontillado or Amontadillo, I think they might be related types of grog. So this is characteristic, I think, of Munchausen. He puts together a mad bet and puts his life on the line, generally speaking. Puts his neck on the... The thing is that there's no indication that, in spite of his congenial air, that the person taking up his bet, who's usually some sociopath, would allow that to interfere with his need to execute the execution phase of the bet. Hey, here's Eric Idle, looking a little bit more convincing as a well-muscled runner of sorts.
Yes, I think he's actually... He's a bit of a sprinter.
Yes, no, he
runs extremely fast, and he's being
because the good thing about Munchausen is that he's put together a crack team of freaks. Right. Oh, he's off. Actually, that's a nice effect.
Well, Gilliam was one of the more adventurous pre-digital effects users.
Absolutely.
Again, which brings us back to the theatre, I suppose.
Does he have a background in theatre?
No, not that I know.
He was just some geek.
He was an animator. Well, he came from animation. But he could draw whatever he wants, so to bring that into film, he really had to have people start building whatever he wanted, rather than decide, well, I can't get whatever I want anymore, because I'm Terry Gilliam, goddammit, I'm next door to Munchausen, I get what I want.
I think we should talk about the light, the beautiful light in these, what do we call these scenes? Throwback scenes or backstory scenes, I suppose?
You're not referring to the screen here with a nice spotty light?
The beautiful light being used in the model shots outside. The city shots, and also inside the seraglio, inside the harem. Hang on, are we inside the harem or are we inside the seraglio watching the harem? Oh, this is the scene. I remember this scene.
That distinction would be lost on me, I'm afraid.
This is Gilliam-esque.
Indeed.
Odd that.
I have to say that the actor playing Munchausen is perfectly cast.
He is.
You wouldn't imagine anyone else in this role.
I think he was the actor that Gilliam used to try and make his version of Don Quixote, I think.
Yes.
I never saw the making. There was the false sort of film that, this is the film we didn't make, but here's the film about the fact that we didn't make this film.
The unmaking of.
Yeah.
Did
you see the thing with Johnny Depp?
Yes, I have seen that.
Was it Johnny Depp?
Yep.
Do you see the thing? Do you see that?
I saw the documentary in question, yes. And you're right. I think that this actor was Don Quixote.
He's great, whoever he is.
He's an English stage actor, as you would imagine.
That explains everything.
Yes.
I like the guy measuring him up. That's great. Look at this.
Well, Gilliam liked dwarves a bit too, I think.
Who doesn't like dwarves? Everyone loves dwarves.
Oh, that's true. Well, he employed them a lot. He was